it depends on the number of birds that you want to have. So when you're having about 500, you want to have about 500 layers. It sums to about 71,000. I can break it down for you for him to understand why I'm saying 71,000. So a chick costs about between 25 to 31 cedis, just a chick, depending on the company where you're ordering it from. So assuming we are using 25 cedis per chick, if you have 25 chicks, it's about 12,500 for the chicks only. And feeders and drinkers, we have feeders and drinkers for chicks and feeders and drinkers for layers. So you have to buy feeders and drinkers for layers, and when they are getting to the pullet stage, which is about 6 or 7 weeks, you change their feeders and drinkers and bring in the matured feeders and drinkers, so that it wouldn't be small for them. So those feeders and drinkers will sum up to about 2,000 cedis for the 500 beds. And then building a coop for the 500 beds, it depends on how you want to build a coop. You can try and do things to reduce the cost, but the standard coop for 500 beds will cost about 25 to 30,000. That is a lot.
Wow.
Yes, that is a lot. But when you go to Kenya and other countries, instead of the block work that we use, they use roofing sheets to reduce cost. So as I said, you can do things to reduce the cost for the coop.
Well, I just want to be sure. The figures that you're quoting, is this for like a large scale poultry production? Or
No, 500 layers.
500.
Just that.
Do I necessarily need to start with 500 layers?
No.
Yeah, I'm just asking for people who want to really start on a very.
You can start with 100. You can start with 20. It depends on what you want to do, your strength. But I just want to use the 500 layers
500,
for him to understand very well.
Okay,
yeah.
So maybe then you can work out your math.
Yes, your math to know what you have to do for like 100 layers and stuff like that.
And so if you're doing 500, I think people also want to know how much profit am I going to make?
Well, according to what I did, 500 beds, when you're having 90% production, we have 30 eggs in a tray. 30 eggs in a tray. So when you have 90% production, you'll be having about 15 trays of egg in a day from those birds. And according to the current price of eggs right now, at the farm price, when you sell all those eggs, you can be making about 15,000 cedis a month from those birds. I don't want to go deep, it's a whole lot. So with the 500 layers, when you sell a tray for like 45 cedis, we have sizes. We have small, we have medium, we have large, extra larges, but you can sell all together as unsalted. You don't salt them. So the unsalted stage, when the bird is about 26, 27 weeks, the eggs are not really big. So you can sell them as for like 45 cedis thereabout, and that will sum to 15,000 of net profits in a month.
In a month, 15,000.
Yeah, for 500 layers.
Wow.
Yeah. So when they lay for about 16 weeks, you can have a bird lay to 100 weeks. That is close to 2 years. A bird can lay for like 2 years when you have good nutrition, proper hygiene, good ventilation, and all that. When all these are wrong, you can't get to the 100 weeks. When all these are wrong, you can't get your 15 trays. When all these are wrong, problem. You wouldn't be able to get all this profit and you lose.